Hello and welcome to today's video, and today I'm going to be talking about why I think that of all the possible flat ride types Alton Towers could have chosen, they decided to make Toxicator a Huss Suspended Top Spin. Now if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically Toxicator is the brand new ride coming to Alton Towers for the 2025 season. It is a suspended top spin from Huss Rides, but the interesting thing about this is that this isn't even the first ride of this type to even operate at Alton Towers, because as many people know, specifically many enthusiasts, many people have been visiting Alton Towers for a good few decades now. In that exact same area in Forbidden Valley of Alton Towers, in fact pretty much near enough adjacent to where Toxicator is being built now, there used to be a ride called Ripsaw, which was the classic version of the Huss Top Spin that operated from 1996 until 2015, and it was one of the most popular rides at the park, aside from obviously the coasters. Like, it was one of the most thrilling and most intense rides that Alton Towers had to offer, and one of the most iconic rides the park has ever had. But it closed in 2015, and the only things that have operated that site since, I think the only major ride that's actually taken up that land since Ripsaw closed was Funkin' which was obviously the Super Trooper attraction, part of the Retro Squad, which only operated for 3 seasons from 2021 to 2023. And that whole area has been completely empty. Well, it was left completely empty by the start of the 2024 season, which is when Alton Towers officially submitted the planning application to build a brand new flat ride adjacent to where Ripsaw and Funkin' used to be. So they're basically building it over the pavement, which goes straight past the exact site where Ripsaw used to be. They're building the rides above the pavement on like a concrete foundation, which will serve where the pavement will go on like an underpass underneath the attraction. So that's probably one of the more unique things about it, the fact that it's literally located above a public pathway rather than on like a flat site. And it was speculated for many months that it was going to be a top spin from Huss. Mainly, the first bits of evidence we had was the dimensions of the ride on the planning application, and then it was eventually like revealed by the park. It was when the ride parts arrived on site, it's definitely going to be a Huss top spin. But then that left a lot of people wondering, why have they just built the same rides that they had nearly a decade ago, or exactly a decade ago. Now it's 2025, when there are so many other ride types, so many other flat ride types they could have gone for, even from Huss themselves, with like the Breakdance, Boost Revolution, Jump Squared. There are even some good ones from Zampella that they could have built, such as the Nebulas, Discovery, the Air Race, the Big Waves, which they could have built as like a water ride as well. There's also the Blenders, Energy Storm, Power Surge. Point being, there are so many different flat rides that Alton Towers could have chose from. So what was the reasoning behind choosing a ride type which is almost identical to one they had previously? Now, we know that the suspended top spin is slightly different to the classic top spin the Ripsaw was, mainly because the seating arrangement is different. Both sides are facing back to back rather than facing one way, and apparently there's no floor. Like, when you sat down, there's no floors, so you basically sort of like dangling from where you sat. And apparently the ride cycle is different than on the classic top spins. I've heard it's maybe more intense. And this is interesting as well, because Toxicator is one of 2 suspended top spins in Europe, with the other one being Talakan at Phantasialand, which that ride has been highly regarded as one of the best rides in Europe. And I've seen videos of that ride. It actually looks insane, both because of like the ride experience it offers and the incredible immersive theming. And there's no doubt that this ride could potentially be really well themed. But I think why they've chosen to build a top spin is purely to get people talking about it, because we know that they've had a top spin in the past with Ripsaw. So that's basically it's the same sort of thing they did with like the Nemesis Reborn refurbishment, because refurbishing the old ride into something brand new was what was the thing that got a lot of people talking. In fact, I think Alton Towers seemed to think that this got people talking a lot more about it than, say, maybe if it were a brand new ride, because they don't know how we'd react if it was a brand new ride, like a completely brand new with a completely original idea. Whereas they know that if they use like the nostalgia factor of something that was there previously, or something that was there still but was being refurbished or whatever, they know they'd get a lot more people talking about it, and a lot more word of mouth would get around, which means a lot more people would be visiting this ride on opening day. So it's like when a sequel to a film comes out and it's like the return of a legend or something, and that fills a lot more seats in the cinema. It's basically the same sort of tactic as that. So the whole reason they built Toxicator as a top spin is for marketing purposes, for the nostalgia factor, and to get more word of mouth out of the fact that, because a lot of people are thinking that Ripsaw is back, and with a whole new name and look, and that's why I think Toxicator is a top spin and not like a brand new type of attraction. So I want to thank you all very much for watching this video, and if you've enjoyed it then please make sure to like and subscribe, and comment what you'd like to see in the next video. Goodbye.